Yeah, let's see if this little go pedal works. Oh, she works. So if you don't know, this Casey Ray here. So we can get right down to business. I'm my Uncle Randy. Let me fix. You gotta get the mullet right. I know in my little promotional debut, I did not elaborate too much on how I built Randy. I'm actually heading to the next town over to go meet my buddy Shane, do a little bit of work with him. So I figured I'd take this little drive to explain and give a little overview. I bought Randy as a roller. As you know, he's a 76 Chevrolet C20. Oddly enough, he is a short wheelbase C20, which I did not realize at the time, but they are not that common. A lot of people actually thought Randy was a long bed that had been chopped down at some point. I can assure you, Thunderbird, I can assure you, he's a factory short wheelbase frame, folks. Oh yeah. So, bought him as a roller. From there, I went and bought a 2006 Chevrolet Express 3500. I did not go to I can't say the name of the junkyards. I did not go to any of these bargain bin, sight unseen, bullshit salvage yards. No, I went and got a proven running, driving vehicle and used that as a basis for the swap. A, I wanted the history on the vehicle. B, with that history, I wanted some maintenance records. So this was actually a fleet vehicle for a Caterpillar dealership. It was like a maintenance vehicle. Had a bunch of utility shelves in it. Pretty much all it did is ran parts its whole life. I got a buddy that does some dealings, works for this company, and I was able to snag one from him. So there was not a thing wrong with this van. I drove it, I think 88 miles back home. It was the real deal, folks. You know the deals. 1-ton van, 6-liter, and people ask, that Gen 3, Gen 4? Well, if you know those vans, you know it's, what's that dude? What's his name? Matt the Raccoon Man. Alright, we're back, folks. Oh yeah, listen to that. Oh, you know you want to own this thing. Anyway, as I said, Matt Happel, the Mr. Sloppy Mechanics himself, calls it the Gen 3.5. So, Gen 4 rods, LY6 pistons, but it is 24X, so you don't gotta deal with like DOD or any of that dumb shit. From there, and bear with me, I may forget some things. I'm not really looking at the camera. We're cruising, and this all just off the top of my head. So from there, as far as valve train, I got Crane dual valve springs. They beef. Titanium retainers, locks, all that, new valve seals, that whole deal. From there, the OG Sloppy Stage 2, 228, 230, straight from Elgin Industries. Brand new push rods. Let's see. Speaking of LY6 pistons, the six. Anybody that knows the 6 liters have real tight ring gap, real tight. So rings have been taken out, gapped. You can throw the kitchen sink at this. I do have a video of like some cold star and all that, so you can see that you ain't gotta worry about nothing, baby. There's a little bit ARP hardware in there, ham bolts. Oh, JP, billet, full billet timing set. I know a lot of you guys like to reuse those timing chains. All new gaskets. It's got the stock van intake. Police. Oh, no, just a white Charger. Fuck that guy. We got some Bosch 1,000cc injectors that are flex fuel capable. Speaking of fuel system, there's all braided line front to back. There's an external PQY regulator and another white charger. As for a pump, I got the big dog, Hellcat 525 Wabra Boy. So you're going to be capable of more power than you can put on the road. Let's be real. A lot of these people that run like E85, they try and run like made for ethanol, stainless steel ethanol filters. Man, those things are trash. They're like 200 microns. Man, they suck. I instead put together a little homebrew deal with one of the screw-on diesel filters. So like that goes down to like, I think it's either 10 or 25 microns. It's a hell of a lot better, and the filter's way bigger, and it's documented. They work way better. Okay. Speaking of fuel system, I got a flex fuel sensor, and so you don't gotta tune the truck for E and gasoline and all that dumb shit. You just put whatever fuel you want in it, dump some Everclear in it. I don't care. Do whatever you want, Bob. Randy will handle the rest, okay? Speaking of handling the rest, I will advise though, Randy is on a base tune, okay? Randy runs pretty good. He does have a narrowband O2 sensor in him, so you can see. Oh yeah, we ain't closed loop. So I'm running pump gas right now, but E85, no problem. I will advise though, if you're actually going to drive this and drive it hard, it needs to be put on a dyno and just tuned, okay? So speaking of transmission, okay, so I have driven, I left Logansport, my house on the north end of Logansport. I am just getting into the south end of Kokomo, okay? Transmission temp is 185, and I have not had the fans on at all, and I've passed through 2 cities and done a couple pulls and all that. It's been, you know, so we'll get back to that though. I want to say something before I turn dang old fans on. Anyways, so speaking of the tune and everything, it's got a base tune based on Matt Happel from Sloppy Mechanics. It's based off of his Colorado when he was shooting for 1,000 horsepower. It's not the 1,000 horsepower tune, but it's up there. I think it's like 700 or 800 horsepower tune that I've referenced off of. So it will make the flex sensor will work. It'll make the calculations, but the multiplier for ethanol is a little off. Once you really start getting into it, it'll start to creep. It'll start to creep lean. So I play with the tune a little bit more. Typically I run pump gas, just for the fact that ethanol is kind of nasty. It's some corrosive shit. Randy does sit in the garage quite a bit. So, oh, yellow light means I can go. Going. Oh yeah. Talk about the transmission. So 4L80, I've put an HD2 shift kit in it from Transgo, but I have not put the pressure relief mod in because through documentation over the years, the seals on those leak and you start having line pressure issues and you end up burning your transmission up. They suck. So feet per second, and I'm just spitballing these off the top of my head. I drilled the plate based on Jake's performance recommendations. I think the feet per second is 0.125. The feet per second is left alone, but the check ball's been removed, and the feet per fourth is also 125. So I had a little Camaro pull up next to me. I thought we might have a little street race. They stared. Actually, it was a lady biting her nails or smoking a roach. I don't know which. Anyway, from there, there is a 10-inch 3200 stall converter from a company in Chicago, Total Transmission Chicago. The converter is good. They have rated it, they have warranted it for 2 years. I think 2 years for 550 or 600 horsepower. Obviously it works pretty good. So it's got the 1-ton big beef-ass drive shaft, and I had Fort Wayne driveline and clutch handle the shortening of the drive shaft. So it's been professionally done and all that. So they actually, and I want to thank them, they did a good ass job. Rear end, I got a Ford 88 355 gears, and it has had a Lincoln locker put in it. I didn't do that dumb shit where you put the plates in it and you weld the plates in and all that. That's dumb. Then you ever break an axle or you gotta take the damn thing apart, like replace bearings or seals or anything, guess what? You're screwed, buddy. So I have welded it in a way that there are multiple redundancies in it to where you ain't gotta worry about it. Also, I have put some neodymium, some rare earth magnets down on the cover in the case, in case that there's ever any like some loose slag that might have got missed or anything like that. You ain't gotta worry about it. And I have flushed it out and changed the fluid and all that, so it's good to go. And I have driven Randy 5 hours to Michigan and back. I mean, as you can see, I'm making a 45-minute drive out to Kokomo right now, right as rain. So, oh, bug. Oh, really nice bug. Look at that. Oh, what a view. From there, as for wheels and tires, I got Jegs, SSR mag, 15x10s in the rear. I will say there is a downside. I do have wheel spacers in the back, but I did not do the China Boys. I actually had a company here in Indiana. They're actually the people that do the Slamology Festival. They own a little wheel spacer company. I think it's called Adapted. So good old made in the USA, hardened studs and all that. You ain't gotta worry about them breaking or any of that dumb shit. They're good to go. Oh yeah. All right, y'all. It's later in the night. I ended up getting busy working. Just in case you're right here. And we got Bella. She's a little tired right now. She's been on her period the past couple days. And the stray dogs in this neighborhood will not leave her alone. They are camped out in the front yard. Can't blame them. I mean, look at this. Look at her. I can't blame them. So anyway, I'm finished a little overview. I'm Randy and everything. I realized I didn't cover the turbo kit and like ECU or any of that. So we're going to move right on along. So you got your 78, 75 turbo. My buddy Tyler at Nationwide Customs out here in Indiana ogged a big old hole in the exhaust housing, and we put a 50 millimeter wastegate right on the exhaust housing. So mucho controlo on the turbo. Mint. From there, I got a 3-port Mac valve and a custom boost controller made by Twisted Builds. They do some pretty good work. As you may have seen, the little box in the dash, ding. So you got quite a bit of control with how I got it set up. It is sprung pretty low. Allegedly, with those wastegates, they give you 2 7.5-pound springs. Oh, Bella's excited. We're talking about turbo stuff. Oh, the excitement. Are you excited for the turbo boost? Anyway, they say that each spring is about 7.5 pounds. I got it cut in half. On lowest boost, it's about 3 to 5 pounds. Then you can add as you go with a little turbo knob. And that's all set up and done. I do have extra springs and all that. in case you want to moon boost it. From there, it is a homebrew turbo log with crossover and everything. So factory manifold on the driver's side, 2.5-inch crossover that goes under the transmission, fits up there nice tight. It comes right back up to another driver's side manifold that has been turned into a log, and that's got 3-inch right into the turbo, and it works out pretty good. You got 3 inches out the fender. The only thing that I have not finished up is the dump from the wastegate to the downpipe. Frankly, just didn't have time. Go back over to Tyler's house and, weeks go by. From there, it is factory ECU. It is a P59 that I have personally maxed out currently on 3-bar with flex. And I also have tune builds of 2-bar real-time tuning that also have flex. At the sale, Randy, I will be including this. Is it shitty? Yes. Does it work? Also, yes. Will you be pissed when you open the door and accidentally drag this out onto the concrete and break it? Absolutely not. It is already loaded with all the tune files that have been made to date, and it will have a bunch of Sloppy Mechanics tunes that Matt has done for reference if you want to try tune it yourself. I don't know, but it's going to give you everything you need to hit the ground running. I will also be including HP tuners and PVI 2. You're going to drive away with Randy and you're going to be all set. You ain't going to really need anything. I think I've concluded the overview of Randy. So I just want to thank everybody for liking and subscribing to the channel. And I want to say it has been a few weeks. I do apologize for being a little slow posting, but I got some things in store. We got some things coming together. I did set the bar a little bit high on the first video. Oh yeah, we gonna be back. Casey Ray out. Woo!